Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the third day in Japan. It's a beautiful day in Japan. We just got some coffee up at that coffee shop, and now we're just kind of walking the local streets. And we're gonna go to this place later called Sunshine Mall or Sunshine Plaza, something like that. But basically, it's kind of like a really cool shopping mall. They got all types of stuff over there. Can't wait to go over there, so I'm gonna show you guys. And so we're kind of just walking the local streets, exploring more of the area. Kind of staying away from that busy city life. We kind of want to see what's out in the rural areas of Japan. I think I forgot to mention in the last vlog, but I'm sure Sunshine, the plaza that we're going to, the shopping mall, most likely has some kind of secondhand store. And just like yesterday, I'm not sure if I mentioned it, but I don't think I'll be able to record any of those secondhand stores, mostly because I don't think recording is allowed. Because yesterday I went to like 3 or 4 of them, and each one they told me that I couldn't record, and some stores even had like a paper outside that said I couldn't record without permission. So I don't think I'll be able to record any of that, but I'll film what I can and show you guys what I can. But before we go, let's film a little more of this local area that maybe many of you have not seen before. So yeah, it's a little more. So this is still the Ikebukuro area. So like I mentioned in the last video, there's gonna be, the Ikebukuro area is more rural, so it's just more of like, if you go in the alley, just more bars and restaurants and things like that, but it's not really anything compared to the actual city itself. Yeah, as you can see, this is more just like this is where the people live kind of thing, where like this is just a bunch of houses and apartments, and people will live in these apartments, and then they'll wake up around 6, 7 maybe, take the train down to the Tokyo area where they'll work, and then they'll come back up into these apartments. Oh, there's a gym right there. That's pretty cool. It's good to know that wherever you go, there's always a 7-Eleven.
Oh yeah, oh, this is big actually. Right? Yeah, that's the big 7-Eleven right there.
And these local streets sometimes even have food that you might not be able to get in the city, and it might be even cheaper. So I think an election is going on, because yesterday while we were walking in Shibuya, there was a van blasting some kind of speaker music that I think was promoting political propaganda, or not propaganda, but trying to encourage voters to vote for a specific candidate or something like that. So it's pretty cool. Show you further what the rural area looks like. This is someone's house right here, so they got that little driveway, and the driveway has a really cool looking gate. And I don't think there's anything down there, so we're just gonna turn around. And I think these are just more apartments that you can rent. It's a little park. See, not really too much going on here. So yeah, so basically we're just gonna walk around a little more, because it's still 9:30 in the morning and things don't really open up until 10, 11. So I'll probably cut the camera back on when we head to that mall that I'm talking about. I keep forgetting the name off the top of my head. So I just got off the subway train to get into Sunshine City. I finally figured out the name. But this is what I'm talking about. I mentioned this in other earlier vlogs, but in the subway station, there's like mini shopping plazas under the city, or under the train station, and it's really cool. Like, for example, my parents are getting food in here. There's like a mini food court in here, and inside they have a lot of free spaghetti and udon and things like that. So it's very cool. However, I know on this channel I like to glorify the train stations in Japan. However, I do say that if you board the trains during rush hour, it is very, very crowded. Like, people will be in each other's personal space. Like, you'll pretty much be shoulder to shoulder, and even pretty much just touching each other the entire train ride if you go during rush hours. And rush hours is usually anywhere from 8 to 9, or maybe 9 to 10 in the morning, and then with people getting off work from 3 to 5. So those are really the rush hour times. And when you get on the trains during those times, like I said, you're pretty much shoulder to shoulder. And unfortunately, it's very difficult for me to record a lot of it because of how packed it is. But I did manage to snag a couple videos of it on my Instagram. So if you go down to my Instagram, the link will be in the description. It's called Traveling with Nate. You'll see on one of my reels, I put like POV traveling in Japan's train station during rush hour, something like that. You'll see the reel and you'll see just how packed it is. And that reel or that video was made around 9 to 10 in the morning. So that video was taken in the early morning of rush hour, just to show you how early the rush hour starts. But yeah, so we're on our way to Sunshine City, and I'll see you guys when I get there. Right in there is another huge shopping plaza. No, it's not, but it's another shopping park under the subway station. Oh, I thought it was one of those open electronic doors. And this is all in the subway station. In Ikebukuro Station? Ikebukuro. It's called Ikebukuro Shopping Plaza. And it's in the in the train station. And as you can see, there's a whole other section, and down there is back to the trains, and this is just another section right here. Sunshine City. Just wait until it gets to the mall. And this is Ikebukuro right outside the station. They got an H&M right here. I think there's some kind of amusement park back there, or exciting amusement for advertisement. Big ol' H&M. I don't remember that place. And the Sunshine City area is just down that way. And just a couple blocks from the Ikebukuro station is 2 giant claw machines. And this is kind of like I mentioned earlier in other vlogs, they're kind of like round 1 or like giant arcades where you can win prizes. And just right across, there's another one where you can win claw machine prizes. You want to go in? Are we going in, Mom? And so, I think this one is also multiple floors. That makes sense. That's why there's so many. Yeah, so I think, so like my mom just said, I think Ikebukuro is the main place. If you're interested in these claw machines and you want to win some of these prizes, come to Ikebukuro. There's a lot of them. And I think this one is multiple floors because there's an escalator over there. I don't know what this is, but this is cool. Oh, this black thing is cute. I think it's a dog or a bear or something.
Inushiba.
It doesn't look like one.
Inushiba.
You wanna play?
That pig was
Oh, you wanna win the pig?
200 yen 一次喎。
They got that little famous character right there. And the cool thing about these claw machine games is that the staff actually will help you win if you spend enough money. Or if they notice that you're struggling more than usual, they'll come and help you out. Couple Minecraft. I have no idea who that is. You wanna go up?
That pig is cute.
Oh, they have another one right here.
Oh, that pig 係咩嚟㗎？
It's the same pig.
呢個係啊，唔係個 plush 嚟㗎，呢個係
Yeah,
咩
it's not. It's like a figurine.
？Look like Nathan when he's angry.
And
哦，
there's
蠟
this
筆
one.
小新。
What?
我哋話去 Expo。
And this is the escalator that goes to the second floor. Yeah, it's not as many cute characters as the last time we came. And so yeah, so different floors have different stuff. Like some floors are more like anime figurine based, where you can win these figurines. Some are more like those plushies, like the first floor that we were just on. So yeah, if you're interested in a lot of these plushie stores, come to Ikebukuro. You might have to scoot out a little bit more.
Huh?
You might have to scoot it out a little bit more. Yeah, then go right. Go right. Go right.
唔得啦，唔 right 啦。
That looks good. You gotta go right.
Look at.
Let me show you how it's done. Hey, give me this. I got it. Yep, that's prime position. Hey! I told you.
That's so cute.
I told you I get it. Still the best in the game. Don't sleep on me. Still the best in the game.
玩咗幾多？6。頭先玩咗600 and 1,000
So how much is that in American?
less than $10, like $8.
So we won that for like $8. So I call that worth it.
That's worth it.
And there's a lot more floors. I forgot to record upstairs, but we went to the 3rd floor and there was an arcade up there where they got a bunch of like driving games, Mario Karts, and just multiplayer games. It's a lot of fun. However, another cool thing I did want to mention about Japan that I don't think I've mentioned yet is that in Japan you are not allowed to just openly smoke. Like you can't walk down the street and smoke. You have to go into like alleyways, or they'll have designated smoke areas where it'll be marked and you can only smoke in that area. And if you go out, you'll be fined money or something like that. So that's another very cool thing about Japan. And so down that way is the Sunshine City. And there's a giant Uniqlo right there. Oh, Mom, they do have a round 1 in Japan.
Oh, they do have a round 1.
So there's three claw machine games. There's that one, there's the game one, and then there's this one.
Uniqlo 有冇拖鞋嘛？
Oh, Uniqlo, can I go Uniqlo?
That's a really big Uniqlo, like what, 5 floors?
I know. It's too big.
好 complicated 啊，好似。
No, just go in, we're already here.
咁好嘅，the same。
係啊，no，咩星丁啊？你黐線嘅。
咁樣加埋 shoe 嗰什麼 shoe 真係，
OK，
我 shoe 真唔掂。
係咪頭先佢啦？開門啦。
呢度啊，呢度有㗎。
And so yeah, this is pretty much the Ikebukuro Area. And there's another G-Go. That's the name of the claw machine business that we were just at. And there's a lot of them. So there's literally 4 of them on this block, which is really cool. There's a Daiso as well, and another ABC Mart. So now we're inside the Bandico Bandico store where they sell a lot of collectible action figures. And I think I see it down there. And this is where they have a lot of the Gushupons and things like that, and a lot of other anime characters that you can buy. And this is pretty cool. Yeah, see right here. And this is what is called the Gushupon. This is one of the biggest Gushupon dispensaries in Japan, and out there is a storefront. And just like the other one in the mall, they have a lot of Gushupons. They have these Gundam characters, some princesses, some Dragon Ball Z characters, and it just keeps on going down there. And it makes like that other one that we saw earlier a joke. And we're currently on the hunt for some Doraemon characters because this is my mom's favorite anime character. But
Doraemon is not anime.
it's animation.
Oh, it's animation?
Well, I don't know if that quantifies it as anime, but it just keeps on going. You can see there's another room back there full of them. There's some more down that alley. Yeah, so this is the Bandai Namco Cross Store. You see the banner right there, and they just have a lot of these Gushupon characters. And you can spend hours in here. I think the first time we went here, me and my mom, we spent like an hour here just looking at all the stuff they could sell. And then back out there where we first came in, they have a bunch of these booths where you can buy a lot of anime characters, one piece merchandise, a lot of video games, and a couple claw machines as well. So it's all really cool. These are the booths that I'm talking about right here, where they just keep on going. And I think back there is also a cafe, or a small little cafe as well, where you can buy some food and just chill out. And they have these booths where they sell all these Pokemon characters, If you're looking for a specific character, they have them all. They have these cool action figures right here. And yeah, and there's even more down that way. So if you guys are interested in this kind of thing, Bandico Cross Store is the place to go. So all that footage that you just saw of us going down the escalator and me eating that spaghetti, there's another mall called Parco, and it's around the same area as Sunshine City. It's around 3 blocks down, and there's another giant mall. This one's more compact. It's not as spread out as Sunshine. As you see in the videos, a lot of the stores are kind of just like small booths or like small storefronts. But it's still a really great mall, and it's like 8 floors long, so it's another great area to go shop. And right now we're heading to the underground area that we saw earlier, where it has a bunch of sugary sweets and that kind of thing. So we're back on the Ikebukuro main street that we were this morning. We did go down to get some sweets. Unfortunately, I was not able to record down there as they had a no recording policy. But that place is called the Ikebukuro Shopping Plaza, or the ISP, and it's under the Parco Shopping Mall. So if you Google the Parco Shopping Mall and you go into the subway station, you're bound to see it. You can't miss it. But yeah, so now we're just kind of just walking back towards that main street to just hang around and chill some more. So we're still in the Ikebukuro area. Been here since 9 o'clock, and it's still just as raging as this morning. And I believe there's a movie theater somewhere right there. I think there's a cinema or something along those lines. And there's a beauty clinic right here, which is really cool. But yeah, back down there is back down to the train station, and that way is done to Sunshine City. You guys see it right there. There's a sign right there. So basically the plan, I think, for tonight is we're probably gonna go back to the hotel for a little bit, catch up on some rest a little bit, because we've been walking since around 8 in the morning, so we're all pretty tired, and we're planning on staying out pretty late tonight till like 12. So we're gonna go back to the hotel, get some rest, and then continue the journey. But yeah, this Ikebukuro area is really, really nice. I mean, you can't really complain. They got a little bit of everything. They got shopping, cinemas, games, everything like that. So I'll see you guys later. All right, so we're back in the room, and we're honestly gonna get some rest. It's around, let me check. It's around 4:22 p.m. Tokyo time. We're honestly kind of beat. We've been walking around since 8 in the morning, and we just got back. So we're gonna take a couple hours or a couple 30 minutes to an hour of rest back in the hotel room, and then we're gonna head back out there tonight. So I think the plan for tonight is we're probably gonna go to Ueno. I forgot what Ueno is like. I've been there before, but I completely forgot what it's like, and it's filled with nightlife, so I'm super excited to go back down there. And yeah, so I'm just gonna come here. I'm gonna go back into bed and probably take some rest. But before we do that, I got this this tart, and it's like a banana chocolate tart. I'm not really too sure if you can see it, and I'm super excited to try it. So let's do this. Don't think you can eat that. I'm not too much of a food expert. I'm only good at eating it, not really too good about talking about it. So let's try it. It's super good. It's like, I don't really know how to explain. It's kind of like eating melted chocolate that tastes like a banana. It's super good. 10 out of 10 would recommend. And I got it in the subway train station. It was like a tiny booth, or not really a tiny booth. It was more like a storefront that was selling these cheese tarts, and it's called baked cheese tart. Super good. But I'm gonna get some rest. We're gonna head back there around 30 minutes or so, and we're gonna get the journey back on, and we're probably gonna be there until like 12 or 11 at night. So I'm just super excited. So I'll see you guys in a bit. So it's around 7 o'clock at night, and we just came up to Ueno. Ueno is another area in Japan that's very famous for its shopping district and its food that is got in this area, especially in the alley right there, where there's like that underpass. In the alley, there's a bunch of it's like a huge shopping and I don't know if it's shopping. I don't quite remember, but I definitely know there's a lot of food over there. And over there is, I think that's another Uniqlo, that yellow building right there. And this is kind of what the area looks like. See, that's the Ueno station. And yeah, so we're just gonna head down to that alley real quick. It's a mini Shibuya crossing. Every crossing, every street is like a Shibuya, tiny Shibuya crossing. Koreimi outlet. I think that's like another dessert area.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, they got the strawberry stuff. Yeah, try it later. Are you hungry? You want to get dinner? You want to get dinner?
Already?
There was another claw machine thing here, right? Yeah.
I don't remember.
Another casino right here.
兩條街㗎.
Yeah, it's like a loop, right?
So, like a U.
Yeah, so like the street next to us, it's another street. Another detour. Yeah, so this Ueno station is very lively at night, and honestly I think traveling at night is or not traveling, sorry, walking at night around these tourist areas is way more fun than during the day. I don't know about you, but I just like seeing all the lights light up and all things like that. So this Ueno street is very cool because there's a lot of pubs and a lot of stores that sell alcohol, and you'll notice that a lot of people are out here just having a good time, just drinking. Because this place is for locals. There's a lot of happy hour, and so people are just having drinks, having a good time. So if you guys come with friends and family, Ueno is a great place to come and get a drink and just chill out. And plus the prices here are very fair compared to other parts that are closer to the city. So this is the street next to us, and this street I think it has even more bars and things like that, and you can see all these people just having a good time, relaxing here. Down there is more of the same, and it's honestly, this area is just really cool. It's got a little bit of everything, but I think what this place is really known for is just it's really affordable alcohol. That is very affordable over here. Got another ABC market. This area's got a couple shoe stores as well. And like I said, this area is just really mainly for locals, just to come out when they get out of work and just want to come and chill, maybe with some co-workers, grab a drink and that kind of thing. That's really what this area is really good for. I wonder why these shops are so closed so early. Some great barbecue. I think this is a barbecue restaurant right here. Man, that is a crazy line. This restaurant must be really good for that duck. I think this is what this, yeah, duck. Yeah, it's kind of a duck restaurant, and they got a big line out front. It must be really good. Oh, there's a cosmetic department store right there. A lot of shoe stores, more than usual, more than I've ever seen so far. These are huge too. They got a little bit of everything. They got Adidas, some New Balance, some Aces back there. Got everything in here. They even got Crocs. Might need a new one. So going over the underpass, there is another huge big street. Is it? Did we walk down that way yet? You wanna go down that way? And there's also a lot of hotels in the area, but I imagine that these hotels are more expensive than the hotel that we're staying at. Yeah, this unique. No, this unique was bigger. Yeah. And yeah, I don't know if you guys heard that, but in this building, not the Uniqlo building, the building next to it that I'm pointing at, down there in the basement, there's like a giant, I don't know how to describe it. It's like a, not really a food court, but it's just like a food market where there's just a bunch of food going on down there. Kind of like earlier in the earlier place that we were at, they had a underground shopping center as well, kind of like that. So it's very cool.
And recommend when you want a cheap in supermarket, when you want when about if you want cheap half price or 60 to 70% off on sushi or sashimi, when they store about to close.
That's when
7 to 10 something about 6 to 8 or something like that. It's 60%, 70% off. It's so ridiculous cheap.
So basically, when the store's about to close and you want to go eat, you want to come to these areas and you'll get the food for way cheaper, like 70 to 80% off.
Yeah, in supermarket.
In supermarket.
At the supermarket.
At supermarket. So the underground supermarket that I was just talking about, you can get it over there.
And the sashimi, the fish is so fresh. It's really, it's very high end sashimi.
Yeah, so as you can tell, this Ueno area kind of has multiple streets, and this right here, this underpass is actually the railroad. So sometimes, occasionally, you hear trains going across. Oh, another Don Donkin department store. Yeah. And so another thing I did not mention about tax-free, I don't think in previous vlogs yet, is that so if you buy something at like these Don Donkey stores and you apply for tax-free, if you apply for tax-free, they put in like this package that you cannot open. You cannot open until you leave, and if you opened it, you get fined. And I think that only applies if you do tax-free in those kind of department stores, specifically in Don Donkey. I'm not too sure if it applies to other tax-frees, but I know that it definitely applies in those kind of department stores with the blue penguin on it, where you can't open it if you apply for tax-free. Another cool thing about this area is that they have these Japanese markets where you can get a bunch of candy, exotic cookies, and all kinds of special candy. And these are things that you kind of want to buy and give back to people back at home. And this area, Ueno, has a bunch of these kind of markets that you can get, and they come with really affordable prices. Here's another capsule toy shop, and behind me is another or not another. I think it's some kind of special Japanese shrine. I'm not really too sure about the history, but I'm sure you can Google it. If you Google the Ueno area, you can definitely find out what kind of shrine that is. My favorite thing to do when coming to these kind of shops is check out the Kit Kats. I'm definitely gonna get this gold Kit Kat. I've never seen these before, so they gotta be good. Just to show you guys how cheap these kind of markets are, this thing costs around 260 yen, I think tax-free, and 281 for not tax-free. But you can get this big old bag, or a good sized bag, for around $2. And then if you go over here, you know, you can get this big bag of, not too sure what this is. I think it's some kind of plum strips for 780 yen. And if my memory serves me correctly, I think around 150 yen is $1. So you can do the math. You can get that big bag for maybe around $5. So yeah, the market here is really cheap. Like this, the amount of the snack size you get for how much you're paying is really good. So we're back on the Ueno Main Street, where majority of the big name shops like Uniqlo and all the shopping mall entrances and things like that are. But I did just get confirmation how tax-free works. So tax-free is basically just bring your passport with you, and shops that offer tax-free, they'll have it like in giant banners. And when you check out, just tell them you want to do tax-free, and then you pay for your items. They reduce the price because they're not being taxed, and then they'll seal it. I'm not sure if you can tell, but my dad's holding a bag. So we just bought candy at the store for tax-free, and they sealed it, and if you open up that seal, then you get fined. But as long as you don't open it and you keep it in that bag where it's sealed, you won't be fined. So that's how tax-free pretty much works. So as long as you keep it in that tax-free bag, it's not opened, you're good. But if you open it, you get fined. So that's pretty much how it works. This is like the main intersection downtown area where a lot of the locals walk and stuff. It's just around the corner from that Uniqlo. Oh, they got a McDonald's up ahead. You can't go wrong with that. They got all these kind of foods. Oh, Mom, look. They got another Compa coffee that we were at this morning. Is that what's over here? I think so, yeah. Like a hot pot. I'm happy with McDonald's. Tina's Noodle Kitchen. Luxury karaoke. I don't think there's gonna be much food in these ways. The food is back that way. Maybe down here. Yeah, so on these main streets, there's not a lot of restaurants, but there's more restaurants in the alleyways that are local. So yeah, we're kind of just walking around looking for a place to eat. We're not really feeling ramen all too much because we eat a lot of ramen for the past day or so since we got here. So we're kind of looking for around, kind of see what they got. Maybe there's more food in this alleyway. Ah, the goat itself. Wait, I think we've eaten here before. I think we ate on the second floor. I think. Yeah, I think so. It looks familiar. Yeah, I remember because we had to go up. No, above it is McDonald's. You remember? Tina's Noodle Kitchen. And they got I think that's a Family Mart right there that you can tell from. So yeah, so if you guys are looking for food, it's more on the alleyways rather than just the city streets. So that bowl of noodles was the place called Tina's, and it's also in this Ueno area, and it was pretty good. That bowl of noodles was around $7 US, $7 to $9 US for that big bowl right there. So it was pretty good. Inside the bowl it had some noodles, it had some bit of fish cakes and some squash and a lot of other good stuff. It was really good, and it was kind of spicy, but it was not too spicy. If you eat spicy on a regular basis, you can definitely handle it. I give it an 8 out of 10. You guys should definitely check it out. The bowl of noodles was absolutely delicious, and it was very affordable too. And yeah, so the Ueno area is down there, so we're just gonna continue to walk around and see what else we get into. As we're continuing down that big road, here is a bunch of more shops, more giant buildings, and there are even more bars and food places. And if memory serves me correctly, I think down there is another Don Don, but this Don Don is bigger than the bigger Don Dons that I've shown on the channel before. It's a bigger Don Don than the other Don Dons that we've been to. Yeah, the more popular place of Ueno was that earlier street that we went to by the railroad tracks, and then in between those the alleyway that I'm walking right next to, where it's mostly a bunch of bars and things like that. Centurion Hotel right there. And so this area next to this main street where I was pointing out the bars earlier, there's a lot of women holding out those signs, and I'm sure you can see it in the video that I'm walking past. They're basically trying to get you to go into the bars, or trying to go into clubs and things along those lines. Yeah, and that's the Don Don that I was talking about over there. Alright guys, so we're back at the Ueno area, and you'll notice that a lot of the stores are actually beginning to close. The only thing that's really open here are just basically the bars and restaurants that are pretty much open, but all the shopping, like all the shoe fronts that we saw earlier, are pretty much closed. The only thing really opens are the claw machine kind of stores, department stores, and just bars and restaurants, but everything else is closed. And that pretty much goes true for a lot of areas in Tokyo that are not Shibuya or Shinjuku. Like those two areas have more nightlife, and their shopping areas probably stay open more. And we're gonna be heading there pretty soon, I believe, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, the Shibuya and Shinjuku have more nightlife. Other areas like Ueno and other areas close really around 9 to 10 p.m. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the vlog here. If you guys have enjoyed, be sure to stick around for vlog 4. So I'll see you guys later.